Hey everybody, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Today we're looking at a Beretta, a very beautiful Beretta. Incredible 92XI Sabbia. This is a full-size handgun. Beretta says it's built for competition. They claim it has everything that you need or desire from a competition handgun. It is very sweet, perhaps the best in the 92 series. We're going to talk about it, so let's do it. The 92 series is quite extensive, but when they came out with this approximately 2.5 years ago, it had people's heads spinning, mine especially. But now I have my hands on it, and this thing is really something. 22 round mags, has a +4 base plate. I'm going to show you what's in the case, and a threaded barrel. Now the barrel length is 4.7 inches. So obviously a very long barrel. And then this magazine well, which is quite flared by the way, is made by Tony. They call it a Tony System magazine well, and that is definitely a competition thing for those quick mag changes. You may notice that it has a frame mounted thumb safety. Is it ambi? Yes sir. It is ambi thumb safety, and these very nice G10 grips that match the color quite well. The frame remains an anodized aluminum, which is consistent with the 92 series, and I would guess a Coyote Cerakote slide. I think the combination looks beautiful. And with the popularity of suppressors really taking over the market, I don't want to say taking over, but with everything going on with the removal in 26 of the $200 tax stamp and all these companies that are producing that never did before suppressors, we are seeing many more pistols, I should say, that have threaded barrels. But check out that trigger. That is awesome. They call it an Extreme S trigger, and the Extreme S trigger, very light with a short reset right there. That would compete with the SIG SRT short reset trigger. This is single action only, all right? That's when the XI with the Berettas means single action only. Just so we're aware of that. If you see XI, that is single action only. So every trigger pull will be right there. There's the wall. There's the break. Extreme S. They also have what they call a Vertex style grip. They have done this with many of their high-end pistols, which this would be, and that's a more vertical grip. Okay, no angling out or anything. Very vertical. They call that Vertex, and a sight system that is pretty extensive. Now, if you see that right there, you take off these two plates. And Beretta has a plate that sits in there. It's not the lowest fitting plate, right? The plate itself that Beretta gives you, well, they don't give you, you have to order it afterwards, is a bit thick. But I have shot some of these higher end 92 platform Berettas with optics, and I will tell you, it still works just fine. It sits a bit higher, but it still works, and I like the way that plate mounts. It is super sturdy. But if you go with the irons, you're looking at serrated black and fiber optic. And once again, 4.7 inch threaded barrel, single action only, a frame mounted thumb safety. Oh, that's a bit stiff. To push it up, it's a bit stiff. To sweep down, not too bad, making it left-handed friendly. Couple things, and that is the magazine release is a bit extended, quite a bit extended by the way. Okay, so you don't have to change your grip. Easy reach to the magazine release. And if you go with this, it'll include this case, and it will have 3 22 round mags. They also have flat base plates, so you can take off the +4 if you want. It would sit more flush. And you can put maybe one with a flush fitting base plate, or however you decide to do it. And then the paperwork is back here, and that's a lock. So a very simple case that Beretta gives you with the 92XI Sabbia. I think it's pretty amazing. I've often said that my 92X Performance is the best pistol. Perhaps it still is. I'm not going to say. I haven't shot this, but I have shot the Squalo, which is very similar. It's got a different color pattern. A Squalo, shark in Italian. It looks like a shark, they say. And then some of the other high-end Berettas, and they are awesome. I have to believe this would be just as cool. It's a beautiful looking handgun. Beretta is really killing it. Now, the XI is sort of short for 11. This is their version of a 2011, much like the Squalo. Okay, that's the single action. They say this will do everything a 2011 will do without actually producing a 2011. That's Beretta for you. And they come out with beautiful handguns like this that I would just love to have. Extreme S trigger, Vertex style grip, 4.7 threaded barrel with 22 round mags. What a package here. Now the MSRP is $13.29. You could shave about $1.20 off at the Fin, and they have them, and that's where this came from. And I have to tell you, this thing is pretty awesome. Once again, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.